Hey everyone, come with us on our stay at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. We stayed 4 nights and we did 4 nights of club level. I added the club level at check in when we got to Wilderness Lodge. We got there a little bit later, around 4 o'clock, so we got there right before the dinner time at club level. We were greeted downstairs and taken upstairs to our room. He took us up to our room, let us drop off our stuff. Here's our view from the room. And he also took us on a tour of club level. So here's the kids area. They also had a couple little balconies where you could watch the fireworks at night. And then here's the other seating area. The seating area overlooked the lobby, and if you've stayed at Wilderness Lodge, you know the lobby is beautiful. So we got there just in time for dinner, so they had the fridges always stocked with drinks and the beers stocked there for dinner time. They also had beer on tap that you could ask the cast members for, and then there's the beer list. They also had this delicious geyser grog, which I had so much of it. It was so good. And then they also had lemonade and tea, and then they also had snacks like goldfish, chocolate, granola, etc. And then here were the dinner choices. They had some cheeses and charcuterie meats. They had some veggies and some chips, ranch dressing, Caesar dressing. And then they also had marinated olives. They had house-made coleslaw, which was a little too sweet for me. And then they also had this lemon chicken garden vegetable salad. I did really like that. That was very fresh. And the chicken tasted very good. They also had these mini corn dogs, which were a little bit soggy, to be honest. And then they had pulled pork, which was super delicious. I really enjoyed that. I cut up one of those rolls and make like a little sandwich. It was super good. And then they had minestrone soup, and then they had coffee always available. There's an hour in between like the dinner eats and the dessert, so we sat in the room and relaxed and enjoyed the sunset behind Magic Kingdom, and then we went and we checked out the desserts. So here's a little quick video of my husband going up and checking out the desserts. You were able to bring everything back to the room, and our son really enjoys hanging out in the room, so we did that often. Here's some of the syrups they had for coffee available. They had a lot available. And then here's some of the water options they had. They had this machine that made really delicious lattes, and it was super easy to use. They had teas and hot chocolates, all the sugars and stuff you'd need for coffee. And then they had coffee, decaf coffee. They had 2% milk, almond milk, and they had cream. For dessert, they had chocolate Oreo cupcakes. Those were very delicious, and I love that they're mini because you can try all the different stuff that they have. And then they had these blood orange cupcakes, which were hand down my favorite the whole time. Those things were incredible. And then they had a different cobbler every night. This one was the apple cranberry cobbler, and it was very good. I tried all the cobblers. They were all very good. And then they had these vanilla cream raspberry cups up top, and then they had these fruit tarts, and those were good as well. We tried those as well. And then they always had sugar cookies and chocolate chip cookies, and they always had a little sundae bar with ice cream, and then the ice cream, of course, can go with the cobbler, which was delicious. And then right around the corner outside of this room, they had a little table, and they had apples, clementines, bananas, Snickers, Skittles, and Starburst. And then here are the times for the club level food. So tomorrow I will post our second day, and that'll be a whole day from morning to night of all club level offerings. So make sure you are following me if that is something you are interested in checking out. You can see all 4 days. I show every single offering that they have, so it'll kind of give you an idea if it's something you're thinking about. Something to definitely think about with club level is, if you are a family or somebody who just loves to go to the parks from open to close and you're not really going to be able to take advantage of every single food offering, I don't think it's worth it. So that's just something to think about. If you are thinking about club level, I would do it on a resort stay, or maybe just do a single stay out of your visit for club level, because it is an expensive add-on that you'd want to be able to take advantage of completely. But anyways, thanks for following along, and definitely come back and check out my page tomorrow so you can check out day 2 of club level. Okay, bye guys.